never seen this poison.
That's all the world right now. I just shit it on the channel. I'll just free it up and just spray it after the thing. But they came through on mine. I'm on it on mine. Trying to come back in on yours. Sometimes they'll do that. It's working on yours? Well, you're in there now? Hey, Shalom Makiyam. First and foremost, we would like to turn to the east and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where we learned this 144% truth. Shalom to you, beloved Akiyam and Akwa. Salutations, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consist of the prophets. All right. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwa to edify. Hey, Salaki, what happened? Technical difficulties. Esau's playing with the phone. A combination of us making some mistakes, but through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bashim Shah, Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwa to edify, man. We're starting off on the late end of things, but Lord willing, the spirit guides us. But now, as you can see the title, hey, the M.O.T.B, man. Hey, the one of the most important prophecies, all right, that you do not want to make a mistake and bring an understanding to as a man of the Lord. The understanding of the M.O.T.B is critical for the sake of the sheep. You see? If you're saying that it's an embargo, or that it's sleeping with white women, okay, or that is the image of Caesar Borgia, or if it's anything but the RFID microchip, you're going completely off, and you're staring at people astray. You see? But ultimately, it's an effort to fulfill biblical prophecy because the majority of you are not supposed to get it. You see? While Jake is partying and playing games and spending 90% of their day on TikTok, you got Esau in the cut, okay, making power moves, man. All right, literally bringing forth this prophecy through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Bashim Shai, right, which is going to lead into that hour of temptation that nobody's going to be able to escape. And all we are here to do is to warn you. We're here to warn you. We're on our watch. We're on the tower, sounding the alarm. And whether you hear or whether you forbid, we got some information we're going to bring out through the spirit. You know, but you guys got to precept before we do. Come on, you got it, brother. You got it?
There's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Right, and how do we do that? Through the prophecies. It's simple. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai declared the end from the beginning, which is prophecy. So we're going to measure the times through what the scriptures say. Not what Esau says, through what the scriptures say. And all Esau is doing is acting out what the script says. You got it, brother.
And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Hey, and the prophecies are jumping off the pages, man. The writing's on the wall. All right, we at the end. We are that generation. This is the generation right here. All right, this is the generation that will not pass, man. Because all things are going to be fulfilled. We here, this is it. If you can't see that, then hey, you're not in touch with reality, man. And you're operating under the matrix of Babylon the Great. I got one more. Time.
The book of Habakkuk,
chapter. Before you got, what are you holding?
Oh, I got Ezekiel too.
Time, yeah, you got that. Yeah, time. Yup.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3.
Yup.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
Right.
But at the end, it shall speak and not lie.
So the prophecy, which is the vision, right? It's for an appointed time. There's a time and a place for everything, as it tells us in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. You see? So you have to have that eye salve to be able to measure that time and see where we stand, based off the prophetic events that are taking place right in front of your face. You see? But everything has to happen in its own time. When we're on the Lord's time. You see, these prophecies are gonna come chronologically, man. But if you're not paying attention, you're not gonna realize it. You're not gonna see it coming. You got it, brother.
Go with Terry, wait for it.
It might take some time, but wait for it. You got it, brother.
Because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
It will not tarry, man. Okay, these prophecies, when they finally hit, hey, it's like a woman, right on her 9th month, that 3rd trimester. Hey, the water breaks, man. Once these prophecies come, they're here. There's no turning back. Okay? One day, there's a saying, I believe his name is Vladimir Lenin. He said, things cannot happen for decades, and in 1 week, decades can happen. Okay? And that's like it onto these prophecies, man. You may think nothing's going on, you walk around with no shirt on, it's summertime, you think everything's good, boom. Prophecies hit, lights go out, grid goes down, economy crashes, bro. Now what? The trucks stop moving, grocery stores stop getting filled up. Now you want to move, right? Now Esau's special ops are moving around. Those splinter cells are activated, and now it's real. You know, you're gonna have people stuck in elevators. You know what I mean? Stuck on, Stuck on railroad in the middle of nowhere. Stuck on the railroad in the middle of nowhere. Them trains operate by electricity, man. You see, so when shit hits the fan, it's gonna hit the fan. Okay, and hey, going back to the talking point with this M.O.T.B. Okay, this thing is happening right under the nose of you stupid Babylonians, man. You Americans are the stupidest people around. Because you're caught up in this mirth that America sells you, and you don't realize what's actually happening right before your eyes, man. This nigga's selling you food that's killing you, man. You don't notice that the grapes and strawberries don't go bad for weeks? You don't notice that your flour isn't balling up when you leave it in a warm area and you're not refrigerating? You're not noticing when you finally go for your flour, it don't look right.
You found your hamburger you bought 2 Junes ago, and it's still intact with no mold or nothing.
Looking good. All pink, looking good.
Right.
The food is chemically enhanced. This man is fucking with the food. Okay, hey, this is just one of many things he's doing. Okay, more importantly, he's about to bring forth a digital currency. All right, that's gonna make you bow. Okay, he's gonna force you to bow. If you're not part of the elect of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, or Speckled Bird, which is an Israelite that looks like the other nations, right? But it's an Israelite. Okay, just suffering from the curse of Deuteronomy 28 and 64. You're going to bow. Esau's gonna make you bow to that idolatrous image, because he's gonna put you in a position where you're gonna be ostracized from society if you don't. Okay, you're gonna have no choice, man. And you start pining away along with your family. There's no access to food or water without this thing inside of me. Let me just get it. I can make all my pain go away. Come on, man. If the Lord's not dealing with you, you're gonna get it. The 99%, okay, of the world's population that's tried, okay, by this M.O.T.B. is gonna fail. There's only gonna be a 1%, which is the elect, that are gonna pass the test, and it's gonna be due to who? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, pursuing the Revelations, man. What's that? Revelations, the 2nd chapter. Because you kept the word of my patience. 3 and 10. I always mix those up.
I'll go down right here.
Come, bring that up, my life. That's the spirit.
This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Right, and how do you keep the Lord's patience? You strive for the truth until the end. You continue to suffer, all right, throughout the course of this long, drawn-out wait until the Lord comes. You see, you continue to endure hardness, man, like a soldier. You stay on your watch. You don't start beating the sheep by neglecting them. You prioritize your spiritual gift and you execute, man. You continue to fight that good fight of faith, right? Like the scriptures say. Fight that good fight of faith, man. It's more than just, coming to camp and doing lessons. That's an all-around thing, man. Like, you got to walk that walk, man. You know, we got to be in the world walking that walk. But needless to say, hey, sticking to the blueprint And not doing any side missions until the Lord comes is you keeping the Lord's patience. You got it, brother. In layman's terms.
Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Right, which is talking to what? When you're sitting idle and you're offered an idol. Right? When you're in a position where you got to make a decision, man. Are you going to bow to this beast system and receive this M.O.T.B so you can eat and get water? And so you can move around this man's technocracy of a government that he's going to create? Or do you say, I'm good with you, E, and you take what's coming to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, man? Go ahead, bro. Read that from the top, Babak Shai.
Go on. Revelation chapter 3 verse 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
The Lord said, that's red letter. The Lord said, I will keep you from the hour of temptation. So it's Yahweh Shai that's going to actually put the spirit on those of the elect to not take this mark. You got it, bro.
What shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
So where are you going to run? Where are you going to hide? There's no going back to Africa flea doctrine. Right? There's no going back to PR or DR or Haiti or... Nah, man, there's nowhere for you to go. This is a global transition. It's a global new world order. You see? That's why it's called an NWO. It's a new world order, man. Just like during the time of the Tower of Babel. This is what they're trying to bring. This is what they're trying to run back. The heathen did that, tried to do that before. You got something, bro?
And Antiochus Epiphanes said, let us all be one people.
That's right. That's it. You know what that means, brother. When you see that yup, you know what that means. Yo, that's hilarious. Bro, that's funny as hell. You know that, no kidding.
There's something.
Man, madness, huh? Read that again, bro. Well, you got something? Oh, no, you were saying something.
Oh, yeah, just like, you said like the Tower of Babel.
Right.
And also like, to add on to that, what I was saying, like Antiochus Epiphanes, when he go in and read the Maccabees, let us all be one people.
Right. This is the mindset of these heathen, Khan. He's an Edomite. So what do you think they're doing now? They're trying to have us all be one people now. You see? And they're gonna cripple you people by taking away what you need most, man. And that's the resources that they have control over. You see? Now there's a new act that they're pushing called the Genius Act. Right? Now they're literally voting on this act as we stand here. You know, and according to Trump, it's gonna pass. But we'll see. According to prophecy, it makes sense.
Did he finish that already?
I believe he finished that revelation.
I got something on your talking point.
Khan.
You want that word world in Greek?
You can grab it for edification. But real quick, right? So this act, this Genius Act that they're pushing, right, is pretty much going into a Bitcoin monetary system, right? So it's going to transition from a digital wallet to a subdermal digital cash. It's going to go under the skin, subdermal. Sub meaning under, dermal meaning skin. It's going in your body, bro. According to biblical prophecy, it's going in your body. Esau works with gradualism. He's going to gradually desensitize you people to doing it. You're going to come to the conclusion that it's worth it when you see how successful in your eyes this whole Bitcoin Genius Act deal is. You got it, brother.
The word for world in Revelation 3 and 10 is the Greek word oikomeni. It means the inhabited earth.
Right. Oikomeni, the inhabited earth. Everybody. Nobody's going to escape this one. You see? No one is going to escape this one.
Especially whack-ass Yah Israelites.
No, yup, nobody.
You motherfuckers come with some crazy doctrines. you sprinkle a little bit of Christianity.
Right.
You sprinkle a little bit of this and that. You mash it all up together. We're talking about you know. Go back to Africa, take a boat.
Right.
You know.
All you niggas are crazy. Yeshua niggas, Yah.
Right.
You know. There's a bunch of you buggers, man. None of you gonna make it unless you got the true names and you're coming under the true 100% doctrine. You got etymology, right?
Yep.
Can you grab genius and then under the noun on etymology? I'm gonna get into the genius aspect.
There's the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 2. Looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith,
Right.
who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross,
Yup.
despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of Yahweh. For consider him
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
For consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be weary and faint in your minds.
Right. So, before honor is humility. That's the reality of our walk. Before honor is humility. You may have had honor in the street. Then he's done transition in this universe. You see, we're moving as meek, low, humble servants of Yahweh. The last thing you want to do when we're involved in this arena, is put yourself on a pedestal. That's the fastest way to get knocked off. If you try to put yourself on the pedestal and what we're involved in. And we got examples of it. We've seen it. You know? You don't go nowhere fast. You got it, bro.
Yet, Salakia, ye have not yet resisted unto blood.
There you go.
Striving against sin.
Woo! And guess what? We're going to have to resist unto blood. Striving. This is going to be the sin, right? You receiving this M.O.T.B. Hey, guess what? You just committed an idolatrous worship. Okay? You put Esau as your God. And you're going to find out later that that's an idolatrous image. This M.O.T.B, man. You're bowing to Esau, man. You're making Esau your God, whether you believe that or not. You see? Go ahead, bro. You got that real fast. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna grab this real quick on Chat GPT, right? I put, what is the Genius Act? Right? Officially titled Guiding and Establishing National... No, I'm sorry, that's not it. Yeah, it is. Officially titled Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoins of 2025. The Genius Act is landmark U.S. legislation, right? Focused on establishing a federal regulatory framework for payment. Okay? Stablecoins. Cryptocurrencies pegged to fiat, like the U.S. dollar. This is what this is. So it's going to be digital currency. This is where we're going. There's going to be no more you pulling out blue faces. You know how Jake is. Putting them on his arm, swinging it back. Okay? Nope. You're going to have a digital wallet. You might be just holding onto your phone, talking to your brother, talking about how much cryptocurrency you got in your app. There ain't going to be no more fiat. But what's funny, you got it.
And I want to know, like I was telling the brother earlier, what you drug dealers are going to do out there. You know? What you going to do? Now the money system you relied on doesn't exist anymore. You know? How you going to keep up with your lifestyle now? You know? Now are you willing to go to Walmart, Burger King? Okay? There's going to be a lot of sad cases out there.
Right.
All right? You know, this is what we've been telling you. But guess what? You're not going to want to be humble. So all you're going to do is bring upon yourself is destruction, knowing that these men are just going to pick up weaponry and try to find a new way.
That's it.
Right? But it's going to go against them. You know, this system right here is going to expose a lot of things. All right? And especially, it's going to expose who was really down for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and who was not.
That's right.
It's going to separate the true elect from the men that were just called.
Right. Which the majority of the 2/3, they're wiggling up around their elect. Mind you. You see? But like the brother's saying, when shit hits the fan and you need the Lord to cover you, right? It's going to be shown who wasn't who when the Lord, because the Lord's not going to cover you.
That's why you have to understand. You have to understand the recipe that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is bringing upon us, when he brings hell upon us, when he brings these trials upon us, when it constantly seems like you're being beat down in society. What do you think it's for? All right? You're not supposed to feel comfortable. You're not supposed to have a good time in a place where it's going to be destroyed. You have to have the mindset of, fuck it. It's going down, and I have to go down with it. I'm going to go down, but I'm gonna make sure my spirit is right.
That's it.
Okay? You got to be tired of this place. You got to say, fuck this place, man. All right? But if you're over here, you know, well off, you know, jet setting, you're driving your Mustangs with your 22-inch rims, you know, partying, you know, just a want for nothing, you ain't gonna want to let this place go.
Right.
You're gonna give up that right hand freely.
Right. So when this cryptocurrency descends upon you, those individuals are gonna easily transition to that subdermal form of payment. You're gonna be more than willing. Okay? And what's heavy about it, right? When you get this word genius, etymology online, you got it? Read that real quick, bro. Showing you got what? Esau always plays on words. Esau didn't name it the genius after nothing. And you're about to find out why right now. Go ahead, bro.
The etymology of the word genius is tutelary or moral spirit.
A tutelary or moral spirit. A tutelary or moral spirit. Now we know we're talking to spirits. Right, go ahead.
Who guides and governs an individual through life.
Doesn't that sound like the Most High? Who guides and governs an individual through life? Go ahead.
From Latin genius, guardian, deity, or spirit, which watches over each person from birth.
Guardian, deity, or spirit that watches over every person from birth. This is what the word genius goes into. This nigga naming this act the Genius Act isn't in vain. This guy knows what he's doing.
He's calculated in wickedness.
He's calculated in wickedness. He's thrusting forth a vibration.
And you don't even understand. That's why when you look at
this is deep.
Jake doesn't understand the double entendres on words. Like when you talk about spelling words, you take out the ing. What you got? You got spell, right? That's a spell. What's that? That goes into magic, man. That goes into being a medium.
Right, and when he keeps going, watch what comes up.
Now you're gonna say these spells got Jake, you know, in that gross darkness where they don't even understand what these words are doing to them, because even the words are playing in your mind. You know, these words are formulas for you to accept these things. You know.
Well, it goes into spelling.
Right.
Because spelling?
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah.
It casts a spell on you.
Yeah.
And that's why when he pulls out he's using certain words, certain terminology that Jake ain't looking up. Jake isn't looking up the root of words. Hey, hell, there's men in the truth that don't hearken to the wise counsel of the elders. They're missing discourse, you know, because they're busy doing other stuff, and they're not doing that. The men of the Lord dig into what Esau's doing, because we're uncovering this dude. He's doing stuff, man. This is named for. Wait until the brother keeps going. What you guys say, brother?
In that word, to back you up, that MAGA, which comes running that, so his scheme, his slogan, that goes into witchcraft and magistrates.
Right, that's another one. And I heard the brothers pull that out. That's another one. Time.
Right.
MAGA. You see? So this is how this dude operates. This dude operates on a very left-hand frequency. You got a left-hand priesthood, man, and they're hard at work. His left-hand priesthood is hard at work. So we ought to be, you know? We got to be working even harder, because the right hand's stronger than the left. You know? So we should be working harder than the left hand. We should be able to calculate their steps, being that we're operating under the wisdom of the Lord. Excuse me. You got it, brother. Babak, I just picked up where you left off.
Guardian deity or spirit which watches over each person from birth. Spirit, incarnation, wit, talent, also prophetic skill.
Also prophetic skill. You see? He's working through his left-hand priesthood. You see? Go ahead, brother.
The male spirit of a gens, originally generative power.
Right.
For inborn nature, from Kaye, Genio, from root, means give birth, beget.
Right, give birth, beget. This nigga's trying to give birth to this new system. This is what this dude's doing. Esau's making wicked power moves. But guess what? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai sees you, and so do we. You know? And that's why he put the spirit on us to do these things, to dig things up, to see what the hell you're talking about, man. And this is what he's talking about. He's casting spells on people, man. You got something, brother?
According to Revelation chapter 13, verse 15.
Might as well go there.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
Right. Go ahead.
He said give birth.
Right. That's the spirit. That's right. And the image of the beast is everything you see around you, which is the revival of the Western Roman Empire, man. Okay? This is why you have the Senate House. We always go into it, but for you new listeners, that's why you have the Senate House. You have the plebeians and the patricians, right? The Democrats and Republicans, right? You have the the way they don't work under a monarch. You know, they work under a Senate. Khan. That's it. You see? So this is the reality of the times and the places that we're in when it comes to Babylon. All right? This is what this is talking to.
That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast
Right.
to be killed.
And they speak through their lives. A matter of fact, Malak, when you got Wisdom of Solomon, the second chapter, this is how they move. The wicked uses the laws, they speak through the laws, man. Hey, scripture says that what? He had 2 horns like a lamb, but spake as a dragon through the laws. They speak right. I was gonna just say, you just pulled it right out of my mind. Those draconian laws, they're gonna be brought forth. All right, you don't want to bow? Guess what? They're gonna force you to by legislation, wicked legislation. I think it's like verse 13. You got it? Khan, you got it, brother.
There's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 11. Let our strength be the law of justice.
As a matter of fact, Babak Shah, for context, can you read verse 1 and then we'll jump down? Babak Shah. You got it.
There's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves.
The ungodly, so now we know who this is talking about. The ungodly will be none other than Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. You see, you got it, bro.
But not aright.
Right, you got it.
Our life is short and tedious.
Yup.
And in the death of a man, there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
Now, when you tap into this through the spirit, this is talking to kingdoms, right here. It's twofold though, because it's also talking to his lack of understanding when it comes to reincarnation. But ultimately, this is a dark saying which is going into kingdoms. No kingdom is found to come back. Now you have a revival, but you're not going to have the exact same kingdom that falls come back. You see, when the Greeks fell, the Greeks didn't come back. When Rome fell, where Rome is at over there in Italy, that didn't come back over there. It was revived over here, but that's over there. That's no more.
Like Babylon.
Calm, brother. So that's what that's saying through the spirit, if you can see it. But anyway, you got it, brother.
Continuing on in verse 11, let our strength be the law of justice.
Right.
For that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
See? So ultimately, he's able to utilize unrighteous decrees, right, to make those that have no power in their hands, you people he coins as goyim, which ultimately goes into nations, but he looks at you as underlings. He abuses his slaves, right? He uses his laws to pretty much get his way with you. Okay? He's to the point now where this is no longer a republic. No. It's no longer the people have the people have a voice to make change in the society. No, man.
Truthfully, that was all an illusion from the beginning. It's always been a dictatorship. But now they're just like, fuck it, you know?
Yep.
We're just gonna come out, you know, and show our teeth.
Right.
You know? It's like a wolf in sheep's clothing. They try to come on meek. That shit don't work. Hey,
Right.
fuck it, man.
Right.
We're just gonna show our power.
Right.
Submit everybody. You know what I mean?
Because ultimately he has no choice.
Right.
What scripture is that, brother? Revelation 12 and 12. He has no choice. What the brother just said, Revelations 12 and 12, we stand on that to prove that. He has to. He's going to come down with great wrath because he has no more time. This nigga's running out of time. Time is his enemy. Time is his enemy. See, time's on our side. As crazy as that may sound, time is on our side. Because we're in the position where we're in the dunghill. We're in the dunghill right now. We're in the shithill. And we have no place to go but up. Esau has no place to go but down. He's sitting in the heavens, man. He's in heavenly places. So how long, and we all know, and he knows, and all of his wise men know, that those that are in the position of power, ultimately they gotta come down. It always happens. It's circular. There's no time in history where that didn't happen. Pursuing the biblical prophecy, pursuing what comes to mind right now is Daniel 2 and 44. Only Israel under Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is going to be a perpetual, everlasting kingdom. Malak, the back of what he brought out in Wisdom of Solomon, can you grab Daniel 8, 20, or 25 real quick, Babak Shah? Real quick.
Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his head.
Right, and this is talking, we have to qualify this. This is talking about Antiochus Epiphanes, right, if I'm not mistaken. Right? This is what he did. When you read the Maccabees, this is exactly what he did. Through his policy, through his law. A policy is a law. So through his laws, what did he say in First Maccabees, bro? He said, hey, that's it. You said it earlier. That's it. We got to do this. We're going to do this my way. And guess what? When you hear that music playing, you better bow. That was all part of it. You know? Hey, Jake wasn't with it. Methodist and his sons and the rest of them that were riding with him, right? The Maccabean revolt, they weren't with it. They were like, hell nah.
That'd be like the remnant of this time.
That's
it.
It.
Say to reserve 7,000 men that would not bow to knee.
To the image of Baal.
You just took that on mine right
Yeah,
now.
gone. You see? So read that again from the top, Malab Babak Shah.
It says Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his head.
Now, I can't stress this enough. I'm going to say it one more time. You have to qualify this. When we use this scripture, it has to be qualified. The elder apostle Ariam has mentioned this many times, and there's still men that are using this scripture and they're not qualifying. You're gonna be likened unto a false prophet if you don't qualify that scripture, because that is talking about Antiochus Epiphanes. But we're using it to make it make sense now. You have to qualify that. Same thing with what's that? Ezekiel 9. The eyes of the Lord are upon the central kingdom. You gotta, Ezekiel 9, no? You gotta qualify that. That has to be qualified. You don't qualify that, you gotta qualify it, man. You know, because that's talking about a certain space of time where these scholars know. You know, so you don't want to make yourself look crazy. But anyways, go ahead, bro.
And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
Woo! And this is exactly what Esau's going to move to do. Okay, by peace, he's going to destroy many. Can we grab one more? 1 Thessalonians 5?
There's a little more in there.
That was the point. Yeah, that was the point. You want to get it? That was the point. That's all I wanted right there. Yeah. Just to hit the nail, hit the. You know what I mean? Hit the nail on the head. Just 1 Thessalonians 5 real quick. Just and then we'll move back on to when we work. You have something, right, brother?
Yeah. What you want to talk?
You just have to verse 3. You can go back to it.
God. There's the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 3. For when they shall say, peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
You see? So once you come to the conclusion that you made it, okay, everything's all good, hey, things are back to normal. Everyone wants everything to be back to normal. You see that on TikTok and stuff? These various videos of these people that are stressing out and spewing their feelings all over social media. It always circles back around to them wanting it to be back to normal. They want things to be back pre-2020, pre-lockdowns. You know, 2012. I heard this one Jake. He was reminiscing. He almost started crying. He was reminiscing about 2012. He was like, I wish I could bring it back to 2012. He was like, if I can go back to that time, man, what I would do to go back to that time. Showing you how captivated Jake is with this captivity. Mm-hmm. Time.
You got something?
I will put about the laws.
Say again?
About the draconian laws.
What you got?
Isaiah 10:1. Woe to them that.
Oh, brother, you got it.
This is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Woo! Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, man. So it's woe to you, E. At the end of the day, it's woe to you, man. Destruction unto you, man. And it's gonna come. And guess what? Pursuing the Isaiah 47 is gonna come in its perfection in the form of those ICBM missiles, man.
That's right.
You see that? So you ain't gonna get away. You're not out of the woods yet, even though you think you are. You know, you drinking wine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're over here having these meetings, these summit meetings. You know what I'm saying?
Some cheese.
With some cheese and crackers, right? You know, eat. You know, with some wine we'll never take.
Sniffing the hell at the cup.
Oh, you know that, yeah, hitting it.
Yeah.
Coke in the cut. They got coke in the
Oh,
cut.
yeah, with two little boys in the back.
God. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead,
Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Yup.
And that right grievousness what they have prescribed.
Right and right. Grievousness that of what?
What they have prescribed.
They're prescribed. So guess what? Read that one more time, Malak.
Back to the 1990s.
Yeah, con. He's reminiscing. You know, Jake Ritchie was back at that time. He probably was in high school. Go ahead, brother.
God.
Right?
No bills.
Right.
Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. And that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
Right, and prescribed is already written in law. It's pre-written. Before scribe written. You see? So a lot of these laws are just sitting. And how wicked. That's why I said, woe to you, nigga. Because, yo, this dude, Trump is going back to the 1700s grabbing laws that are just idling. He's like, no, let's activate this one. Just so everything can be routed to the way they want it to go. You got something, bro? You got it, brother.
God. There's the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity does already work.
Right.
Only he who now letteth will let.
Right, the mystery of iniquity, which this goes back to Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, which ultimately goes back to Mystery Babylon the Great.
That's right.
Right, the king of Babylon, man. It's been a mystery for a long time who was actually the source, right, of the wickedness that was being perpetuated throughout the four corners of the earth.
Right.
You know?
The mystery was the mystery. Hey, Shalom, y'all.
Hey, the brother Isaiah from Orlando. Shalom, Mak, y'all.
Shalom,
Shalom,
shalom.
beloved Akia.
And that mystery was hidden behind a fable, man.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
a damn red devil with a suit on, a pitchfork and two horns, and we're looking for this nigga everywhere.
God.
You know, we had him the whole time right in front of us.
Right
The
in front
so-called
of
white man in power, man.
Right, he was your manager.
Yeah,
At work.
everybody.
Right?
The
He
damn,
was the CEO.
the,
of various
yeah, the man who taught your pastor to teach you these lies. You know, the whole time we had that devil right in front of us. Right? That was a mystery to us. Right? The whole time we thought, you know, Lucifer, Satan fell from heaven and you know, the whole time it was talking about this red devil right here on the earth, man.
The self-proclaimed white man.
Yeah.
Right? And the Lord allowed him to hide himself.
Right.
Right through that mark
Right.
that he was
Hey.
cursed with. You know, but now that's becoming the source of the realization of who he is. Him being that clean leper, his blood coming forth. Him being crimson. You see, everything's starting to make sense now. And the world's starting to awaken to who he is. And ultimately, he's going to be chased out of the world. That's
Right.
doing the joke.
It already started in Mexico.
Yeah, time, brother. That's it. He's being pinpointed and targeted. Esau can no longer hide himself, bro. And it starts with the global elite. All right, you got a regular nigga with a black and mild in his ear that know who the DuPonts and Gettys and Rothschilds and Oppenheimers are, man.
Right.
You know, with a, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a secret no more.
Right. You got bums that people would have thought looked crazy before. You know, like tinfoil type shit, you know what I mean? Now you're like, yo, this man knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, man.
'Cause he's being revealed.
Right. all these what they call them conspiracy theorists, all these conspiracy theories are actually looking to be true theories. You know, they're not longer conspiracies.
Right.
Because everything's coming to the light.
Right.
What's that? We don't gotta grab it, but Habakkuk 2:14, the earth should be filled with the knowledge and the glory of the Lord. So through the servants, the prophets, bringing things out. You got these red pill, you know what I mean? The red pill community.
Right.
They're all watching the prophets, man. Stop it, nigga.
The world
You
is
know?
like, you know, the world, especially the prophets, are telling you about this man. This man coming from the left, coming up with, oh, he's crazy, he's this, he's that, conspiracy theories, you know how preposterous this is. And the world is just like, yo, shut the fuck up already, man.
Right.
We had enough of hearing your
Right.
bullshit because you've been exposed, man.
That's it.
You know, the world's been hearing your lies for so long, man, and they watered down. Your magic ain't working no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? The Lord has watered you down through these prophecies, man.
Time.
What's that in Jeremiah, what is that, 49 and 10? Esau has been made bare?
That's it. That's
Yeah,
right.
man. And how was that? Through this word, man.
Right,
Through the
that's it.
prophecies. You've been hiding like a damn raccoon in everybody's neighborhood
Con.
at night. Now the children of light have came out.
Big ass eyes.
Right?
Like, they be glaring.
Every time he hears
When the
something, he
light
just
hits
stop.
you, con.
You know, now the
They
light
think you
hitting
can't.
you.
They think you can't see them.
Right. And
You
now
know
the
what I mean?
light's hitting you. This word is spreading through the four corners of the earth, and there's nowhere to hide yourself.
Right. The whole Edomite look is played out. The whole three-piece suit with the shiny shoes and the comb over. Your breath smelling like coffee.
Right.
You were just spotted in traffic, picking into your brain,
Right.
picking the last booger in your nose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The whole Edomite aura is through.
Right.
You see? But now, what I want to do, bro, let's get back to this about this up.
Now,
Revelation 13. You
still have more on this.
I know you were in Revelation. You were already in Revelation 13, right? Yeah, we'll continue there when you're done.
God. So for the mystery of iniquity does already work.
Woo!
Only he who now letteth will let.
Right, and who's
Until-
letting them? Salakia, brother. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is letting them. Job 9:24. The earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. Who gave it to him? Wisdom of Solomon 6. The Lord gave it sovereignty and power. See? So the Lord gave him the power he has. And he undenounced to him. So that's cool. And he's gonna hey, fuck around and find out.
Right.
That's the position he's gonna be in. You got it, brother.
And then shall that wicked be revealed,
Woo!
whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Malachi 1:4. Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, woman, and child are the wicked. All right? The spirit of the Lord's mouth are the servants, the prophets, man. This is how this man's being consumed. You got it, bro.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
And that's the climax of this whole Jeremiah 49. You see? At the end of the day. That's the climax of it right there. Isaiah 47. Yahweh Shai coming and now meeting duty as a man. And smacking, like the elder Yashawama says, and smacking the remote out of his hand. The remote control. He's no longer in the position of holding the scepter. You're not in power no more. Isaiah 47. Sit down in the dust. There is no throne. This is where we're going with this thing. This is where it's going. This is what all this means. Us, you know, the men, some from the elders and the apostles of the great millstone on down, these other various camps pushing this word. This is the beginning stages of you being knocked off your throne.
Even him who's coming is after the working of Satan,
Right.
with all power and signs and lying wonders.
That's it. So we know that he comes in the spirit of the adversary. You see? He's doing the bidding of Satan. It's getting to the point now where Esau's getting to the end of his rope, that Satan's not even really listening to him no more as far as his little spells that he's trying to cast on the people. And it seems that the Satan's requiring more blood sacrifices now. You see? This is why you had what was it? All those migrants that were caught, those immigrants that were in those right, that's all part of the sacrifice. You see, hey, and Esau's willing to take it there.
They're finding a lot of children's belongings too in the deserts.
Whew.
You know, Esau's behind that.
Oh, yeah.
With them border patrols.
Bro.
You know?
Yep.
Hey, and those lying wonders too, man. Neuralink just tested their fifth paralyzed patient.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're running these tests,
Bro,
and he's able to I could just run it.
Okay,
real quick.
you got it,
You
brother.
know, and you know, they just implanted that Neuralink in him, and now he's able to control his phone with his mind. You see what I'm saying? But this is all left-handed miracles,
Yeah.
you know? And all you guys are doing is marking yourself, putting a target on your back for them 200 million warheads that are coming, man. You know? So I'm gonna keep going, right? It says,
you got it, brother.
and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
Right, all deceivableness of unrighteousness. So you, Jacob, are being deceived to fall into the realm of being unrighteous by following behind Esau. What's that? Sirach 13? He that touches pitch should be defiled therewith. And he that has fellowship with a proud man should be likened unto him. You're going to get destroyed right along with him.
Right.
You see? That's talking to you, Jake, right there, because only you can be saved. Starting with the elect. We know 2/3 of you are doomed, but that's you that are consumed by the unrighteous deeds of Esau.
Yeah.
You're operating under the spirit of the prince of the power of the air.
Right.
That's why you're going to be destroyed right along with him.
And for this cause, Yahweh shall send them strong delusion
Ooh.
that they should believe a lie,
There you go.
that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
There you go. Showing you that a doctrine is going to be part of the foundation of salvation. What's that? 1 Timothy 4? You feel me? You see? Right? 1 Timothy 4? Hey, you want to get that real quick? We can get it real quick and then grab what you got. Just to make that point through the spirit. Just to back up, just to precept that real quick. You see? The truth is critical. You know, people hear us say the truth, you know what I mean? Thinking we're just playing. Like that doesn't mean nothing. No, hey, it means everything, man. Because the truth is only going to come through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. He is all truth, all knowing, omnipotent. You see? And scripture says that we have the mind of Mashiach. He's given his men and the elect the ability to operate under his frequency. Those preordained, foreordained spirits, all right, that are going to be delivered in these latter days, even through death. Pursuing the Romans 8. You got it, brother.
1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 16.
There we go.
Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine.
Right, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. There's only one true doctrine, not three. There's only one true doctrine, not the Anunnaki, not what are a few others, man? The book of Enoch. What else?
The
All this.
Greys.
Come on, man.
The Greys are coming. The Greys and the reptilians
Come on, man.
fight up in the space.
Right. No, none of that follows. There's only one A, and within the realms of within the realms of the Israelite community, hey, there's only one true doctrine. Because you got these different various camps teaching different things. You know? You got these various different camps. You got the IUIC with 7 different breakdowns of the Revelation 13. And I'm just being facetious when I say that. But they got, you know what I mean? You got a Wi-Fi that made a 5-hour video and they never came to a conclusion to what the M.O.T.B is though.
Shit. Bishop Nathaniel looked like the so-called white man in a motherfucking science lab with Revelations 3:13 and 16.
Kind of just dissecting it.
He just like, oh shit, this don't fit. Let me put this over here. Let me switch this up a little bit. Let me throw a little shit's blowing up. Oh,
Right.
you know, oh, this might work. You know, come on, man.
They ain't no microchip. But now things may go digital. He fixes his glasses. You know what I mean? Like, god damn, brother. Which one is it?
I like when a pastor of Ramlan does it real good. They might throw a C-hip in there.
Just backpedaling, man.
Yeah, right.
Doubling down on his folly.
Yeah, you didn't hear what I said, moron.
Right.
I said they might throw a C-hip in there.
Con.
That should be having me dying when
Yo,
he
that's
does
hilarious.
that. God, hey, but hey, how they call him, right? Oil Can Harry, man.
Right. And he's just one.
And you can tell by his countenance, the way he smiles, the way he talks, the way he look at you. He's just a man that can't be trusted, man.
Yeah, man.
But those people in there following him don't have the Holy Spirit guiding them to see these things, man.
That's right.
You know, you can tell when a man is not sincere through his looks, man. You know, you can tell, man. How do you not? You know, the Lord had us in the streets for a long time, seeing all these type of characters. How can you not pick up on a character like that, man?
Right.
And be like, man, I've seen this before.
Right.
He ain't right.
And the scriptures say what? If a prophet be deceived,
Right.
I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet.
Hey, the deceiver and the deceived are his.
Right. Because the goal is to gather all the undesirables too. As the elect are being gathered, so are the undesirables via these false prophets. You know, and the Lord's so terrible, bro, that he'll put the right spirit on that prophet that he used to get all of them.
Right.
And then he'll turn you right. He'll be like, now you know what? Like what he did with Saul. You know? Apostle Paul. You know? He'll mess around and put the spirit on Bishop Nathaniel, man.
Right.
At the end. And now he wakes up to his madness. And look at all the cats that got through where his work was meant to do.
But now
I'm
they don't.
speaking as a man.
But now they don't believe him.
Exactly.
You know, he's like, yo, listen, man,
I was going on.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going on.
Yo, how about Shimmy out shy, saying the name and everything,
And
and
they're
they're just
what?
like,
Hell nah.
what?
They're already through.
Yeah.
Oh, that strong delusion you read.
God.
They're already under it.
Yeah, that's
They're
it.
believing a lie.
That's it.
They're through.
And their
They were
minds
meant to.
got seared with a hot iron.
That's right. Now back to that Revelations. Where you at?
15.
Yeah, you okay? Read that again. Oh, you can actually continue. If you finished it, continue down. We'll just tap into this real quick through the spirit and get the repercussion of receiving this thing. You feel me? And then we out through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai.
Revelation chapter 13, and verse 16.
Right.
And he caused all both small and great.
Right, and he caused it all. So he who? Esau, in the form of the international banking families, man, the ones that are running this show. What is it, 13 of them? Come on, man. They're the ones that are going to cause you to get this thing. He caused it all. And how is he going to do it? Through legislation.
And you notice how they mocked the Lord through the left-hand side? Because it was Yahweh Shai and 12 disciples.
Yeah, that's right.
That make 13.
That's it.
You know, they got
You know how
13
it
families, you know? Showing you that this man want to be the Most High, man.
Yeah. The left hand operates, they try to operate on the right hand side through the left hand.
Yeah.
They try to like mimic it.
Yeah.
That's it. It all makes sense at the end of the day. But needless to say, brother, go ahead.
And he caused all both small and great.
Both small and great, so old and young,
Rich and poor.
rich and poor. So as far as your social bracket's concerned, there you go. Go ahead.
Free and bond.
Free and bond. So it doesn't matter if you're incarcerated.
Guys,
It doesn't matter if you're incarcerated, right? It doesn't matter if you're out here running out, wiggling around, wherever you may be, still shackled and chained up, really, because you can't go 10 miles away from your living radius because you got to go to work.
Truthfully, even if you can, your mind is
There you
shackled
go, brother.
with the philosophies of this this devil.
That's
you know?
right. So old and young, rich and poor, free and bond.
to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
There you go. To receive a mark in their hands or in their foot. Can you get that word mark real quick?
And just like the brothers going into this system, this digital system that's coming, you know, with that Genius bill, you know, also as I brought out, Neuralink testing their paralyzed patients, putting that C-hip in their brain.
Right.
You know, that mark in their right hand or in their forehead,
That's
man.
it. Covers all bases.
God,
Showing you that prophecy's what? Undefeated.
that's right.
Prophecy's undefeated, whether you believe it or not.
They might throw a C-hip in there.
Hey, this is for those of you that know it.
Right.
Like it tells us in Wisdom of Solomon. What's that, 12 and like 17, I think it is? For them of them that know it, it makes their boldness manifest, man.
God,
The Lord's not dealing. Hey, these secrets are for those of the initiated.
God.
The Lord wants the rest of you niggas to stay blinded. What's that, Isaiah 6? There's an angel blocking you niggas, man, from being able to see this. Here it is. You think we're crazy, but here it is. We're going through the Bible and making it make sense of what's happening real time, right now. How is a book that was written, come on, man, tapping into information that's happening real time right now? Come on, man. You can't see it. That's on you. You got it, bro.
The word for mark is Strong's G5480. It means charagma.
Right. Go ahead.
It means a scratch or etching.
A scratch or an etching, and when you scratch anything, you got to scratch the skin. When you etch anything, it's gonna be engraved. Go ahead.
An etching, a stamp.
How do you think you draw blood? If a cat was to scratch you, he went through your 7 layers of skin, nigga. Right? Am I tripping? You feel me? So obviously, this is already talking to something that's subdermal. Go ahead, bro.
A stamp as a badge of servitude
Right?
or a sculptured figure, a graven or mark.
You see that? So, and it said a badge of servitude. See? Service. Who you serving?
Yep.
On that day, you're going to have to
Choose up.
choose who you gonna serve? Are you gonna keep serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua with faith?
Yep, like what Joshua proclaimed.
Right. Or you gonna fold, you know, you're gonna fold like a CD case,
That's right.
right? And serve Esau Edom, the damn devil on this damn planet, man.
That's right. Go ahead, brother.
The mark branded upon horses.
Right, which again goes into the ownership
Right.
of who's who.
And they used to do that too in
the
ancient
Greek-
Rome and
and-
Greek.
That's
yeah.
right, brother. Yep.
That's
they
that
knew.
branding they do in those
Fraternities.
fraternities. There you go.
You got it, brother. There's nothing new under the sun.
Right.
That's the spirit.
Showing you that we're under the Roman revised Roman Empire.
That's it.
There's a stigma in the Greek and for the number of the beast.
That's it. That's right. That's right. Now that's gone, bro. That's that stigma. From the 6.
Do you want me to grab that?
Just keep going where you are right now. We'll go willing. But there's breakdowns on this, you know what I mean? There's breakdowns. The listeners that are new need to do their homework. You know what I mean? And research this stuff and go into the brother's channel. We have breakdowns on this, man. But go ahead, but we'll touch the surface though. Go ahead, bro.
Thing carved, sculpture, or graven work
Right.
of idolatrous images.
Of idolatrous images, man. So this is an idolatrous image. You see this? This is an idolatrous image. Okay? You're bowing to an idol if you receive this thing, man. Okay? What did Yahweh say? Put no God before me, man. Idol worship was the #1 reason why we got our ass beat by the Lord. When you read the book of Judges, you know, and all throughout the Bible,
Right.
it evolves around us idol worship. You see? And ultimately, that's something that's punishable by death. That's a capital offense. You see? So, Jake, we're trying to warn you, you know, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all the brothers, man, are pushing this prophecy, risking everything to do so. You see? So, we're justified, Lord willing. At the end of it, our hands are clean. I can sleep good at night knowing that, okay, we brought it out. You know what I mean? We good. Through the spirit.
Right. I could say they didn't want to listen. Fuck them.
That's it.
You know?
Brother, get that root word of charagma. So the charagma, okay, is the microchip. All right, the charagma is the RFID microchip, right? That has to go in, it has to be engraved into you, right? Now, go ahead, brother. You got it? It's right there. All you gotta do is go to charagma and it's up. Go up. It's right there. It says root. And yeah, go ahead.
The root word for charagma, the word for mark, is karax.
The karax. Go ahead.
It means to sharpen a point
Right.
to the idea of striking a stake, a palisade,
Right.
or rampart.
Right. So a stake, a palisade. So if you ever looked up a palisade fence, a palisade fence has a point at the end of it. You see? Now when you look at a syringe, it's shaped just like a palisade. It has a tapered edge. You see? Now, believe it or not, Ripley's believe it or not, right? This is talking to the delivery system. That syringe, that's going to be used to put the charagma under the skin. The charagma. The palisade is the delivery system. You see? That's what that's talking to. It's a when you look it up, it's mind blowing. I usually when I do my lessons on it, I do a side-by-side picture after breaking it down. This is like you can't see that. The Lord had a hit out on you. You know, to go get that. You know? So that's real talk. You know? And guess what? If you receive this thing, there's a penalty for that. More than one. Matter of fact, my life, can you get 16 first? Revelation 16 first? Because the Revelation 14 is going to bring it in. Revelation 16, it's a build-up to that punishment. Because Jake's going to think they're good. You know? You're gonna find yourself with this thing in you. You know, you're gonna weasel your way back into society. You know, thinking everything's good, thinking you made it, you all right. And watch what's gonna happen. You got it, brother.
Where you want me to start?
Revelation 16 starts from the top.
There's the book of Revelation 16, verse 1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of Yahweh upon the earth. Woo! And when the first went and put out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men.
Upon who?
Upon the men.
That did what?
Which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image.
Babakusha, can you get that word? Sore? Babakusha? Yo, the Bible is undefeated. This is what Apostle Paul seen. I'm sorry, John the Revelator seen. Excuse me. This is what John the Revelator saw, man. On the Isle of Patmos, bro. That's crazy. For those of you that don't believe that, hey, hey, sayonara, you know? Sayonara, man. That's heavy right there, man. You can literally, right now, we see exactly what he saw. You know? You got it, brother.
The word for sore is halkos. A wound.
A wound.
Producing a discharge pus.
Producing a discharge of pus, bro. That sounds cancerous to me. And this is not medical information. No, Esau.
Yeah.
This is not medical information, but it's causing a discharge or a pus. You got something to say, bro?
Yeah, and Yahweh said you've been plagued upon Egypt as before.
Woo! There
That
you go.
resembles America's modern day Egypt, and that resembles the plague of the boils that Yahweh brought upon Egypt.
Khan.
The North Arabian sword.
That's right. Hey, it all makes sense. You know, but this time it's going to come in the form of these individuals that decide to put radiation in their body. In the form of this device that's going to pretty much, it spews off radiation. You know, it's an electrical device. What are you doing? For you to be compelled to do that, then you are out of it.
And the Lord said, put no cuttings in thy flesh either.
Right. It goes completely contrary against the laws and against what we stand for. It's a foreign object in your body. You weren't born like that. You see? So, you know? And with this thing, they're going to have the ability to surveil you on a whole nother level. Surveillance is going to be out of this world. They're going to know where your blood pressure's at. They're going to know how much carbon you burnt off. They're going to know how much meat you've eaten, how much sex you've had. You see? They're going to be able to tap. They're going to be able to tap. Literally, they're going to be able to play God with them being able to surveil you with you having this device in you. They can pretty much count your steps, like God. Okay? Hey, and guess what? You chose him as your God. So therefore, you're going to pay the ultimate price. You got it, brother.
There's the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 9.
Look at that.
And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand.
Right. And look at this. It says, and receive his mark in their forehead or in their hand. For you jive turkeys out there, okay, it's not specifying the right hand. It says in their forehead or in their hand.
Jake was trying to be slick.
You know, Jake.
I put it on my left. I put it on my middle finger on the left.
On the left. You know what I mean? Oh, it said right there. I just put it on my left.
Right.
Jake is smooth. Listen, if you put this thing in your butt cheek, you're done.
Right. Okay, if you put it in your earlobe.
Yep. You're done. I'm gonna just rock it like an earring. Okay. For one, it's not gonna work. Their scientific study, it has to be there that they studied it, and they did strenuous study. It has to be in the hand because that's where it can run. It's running off your
nerves.
Right. It's running off your natural electricity that you put off. It's running off of that. See, so it's never coming out. They don't have to take it out. It's always gonna work. How they have it set up. You see, so there's no way you can put it but in one of the hands. So Jake is gonna be like the brother said, Jake will be like, yo, put it in my left finger, my finger in my left hand. Then Jake be on that yipar. You know? Jake be on that yipar. But guess what? It says hand. So either hand, you got it, brother.
The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
Hey, so you're gonna receive judgment without mercy. The Lord's gonna burn you alive, man. And hey, how long are you gonna be feeling the pain? Only you and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai know. We hope not to experience that. But one thing we know is that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is terrible, man. As the scriptures say. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is terrible, man. He's a power to be feared. He's the power, he's the father of spirits. So what makes you think just because you're burnt to a crisp, your spirit still ain't in there? Feeling that shit.
Right.
We're looking at you, people are looking at you, you look like you long gone. You still burning? You look long gone. You still feeling that. The Lord got you feeling it. Your spirit, you ain't screaming no more, because that body's out of there. But the Lord still got that spirit in that.
Hey, who knows?
Come on,
Hey,
man. You better fear the Lord.
Who knows if they ain't going? Who knows if they're still going to be fleshly moving? Because the whole place is going to get hit. So the only people that are really going to be able to see is us down, Lord willing.
Lord willing.
And we might be able to see them. It'd be like 2-3 hours and they still alive, moving around. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. The Lord will do that.
Oh, yeah.
He'll preserve that skin to withhold that fire and keep feeling that pain. You know what I mean?
Yup. Keep playing.
Yeah.
They think this is going to be an easy out.
Yeah. Hey, they should know death by pain.
There it goes, brother.
It says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
It says they should be tormented. Can you get that word, torment? I'll buckle shop real quick. And when you got something to close out with, brother? You want to get Ezekiel 33 and 33?
I had the one for the 2.
Grab that one. Now, grab that one. I thought you had something.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, grab that one. That's cool.
The word tormented is basanitzo. And it says, test by the touchstone, which is a black silicious stone used to test the purity of gold or silver by the color of the streak produced on it by rubbing it with either metal. So you know it's a harsh movement.
Right, and the scriptures go into how, what's that, Ezekiel? That the Lord says, I will gather Jerusalem. I will gather Israel in the midst of Jerusalem. Right? All the 10. Right? All the dross. And I'll gather you up and I'll burn you.
It says to question by applying torture, to torture, to vex with grievous pain.
Oh my goodness.
Of body or mind.
Come on, man.
To torment.
Come on, man. This is what's going to happen to those that receive this mark. Right? And that call themselves making it. That's going to be the end game for you. In its perfection. And that's going to come in the form of those ICBM missiles touching down, man. Like the brother quoted earlier. 200 million warheads, man. Touching down on Babylon the Great. And wherever else you may be wiggling around. The missiles are going to be flying. They're going to be, there's going to be a, what's the word I'm looking for? ICBM missile exchange amongst nations. So missiles are going to be flying everywhere. But the primary, you know what I mean? This is going to be that lake of fire.
All missiles are going to be aimed over here, and the only missiles flying out is America trying to defend itself.
You know?
But they get the ones that hit the smarts.
Yeah.
That's right. Because missiles are going to Israel as well.
Yep.
You see, because, hey, the Lord's not playing, man. And it'll behoove you to repent while you still can. And Lord willing, the Lord keep brothers, man, sisters. People love Akim and Akwaz, man, that are holding it down. Lord willing, the Lord keep them.
They should be in some chariots too to get those that take it too.
Oh yeah, there's another aspect of this vaporization. Them chariots, man. Yep. Yep, that's it, brother. They're another aspect of this burning process, this cleansing process. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely, bro. You got it, brother.
This is Ezekiel chapter 2 and verse 5. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house.
Right, so whether you listen or not, hey, we're going to do what we got to do. We know the majority of you are renegades. You see? So guess what? For example, so we're not going to lose sleep over you after the Lord takes you and brings evil upon you.
For they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there has been a prophet among them.
Right. The moral of the story, you know that the men you deem crazy, right, were actually telling you the truth. By the time you realize that, though, it'll be way too late.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You got it, brother.
But you already know, hey, this ain't over. Don't think we're just gonna bring this out today.
Never bring it out again.
We're gonna bring this out another 100 times if we have to, another 500 times until the time comes, man. You know? And there ain't gonna be no excuses when there's a 300 million Sarah Connors here in America, right? Burnt to crisp. You know? Especially you, Jake. We've been warning you, man. Salvation is for you, and you don't want it. You want to stay in the pits of hell, paying taxes, eating poison, right? And being told what to do, man. Being lied to. You love it. You're a masochist, you know? So, you know, Lord willing, this was all edifying, you know, because at the end of the day, we're going to need this, man. We're going, even us that are out here, we're going to have to keep hitting this with repetition. We're going to have to remind ourselves how grievous these times are that are coming and what it's going to take to make it to the end. Lord willing, the Holy Spirit remains with us, you know? So, Lord willing, this was edifying, and with that, we're going to give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash.
I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And I want to say shalom to the brothers and sisters that are in this truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
Abba.
Kwam Yasharala.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom. Hey, shalom, beloved Aki Aminakwat. Hey, the water for tuning in. The water. Hey, you already know. Fast as well as pray. Yahweh Shai's on his way, man. We almost there, beloved Aki Aminakwat. Keep fighting.
Right. Hey, shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakatham. Shalom.